What up, y'all? Appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my dumbass. Like and subscribe. So, we're gonna run through the rest of these games on this list. There are 7 games left. 6 games left before the magnificent Starfield, which will be on the next video. Not this video, the next video. I'm gonna talk about Starfield for real, for real. Okay, so we went through the first 10. Ended at Hellblade last time. So now the next game was Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, I think it's called. So I think Kiryu. Oh, actually, I don't know who, whatever his name is the Afro, the one that was in the Like a Dragon, other one. He's in, I don't know, California or Miami or someplace, naked on the beach. But whatever, it's weird. It's a Like a Dragon game. I think they dropped Yakuza, now it's gonna be Like a Dragon from now on, which is cool. So yeah, that was cool. Next game, Fallout 76, whatever, it's an update. Who cares? Nobody. Moving on, Path of the Goddess. That's the subtitle. I don't know what the actual title is. It's a Japanese name, I think, and I didn't catch it because I cannot read it. And that's the Capcom joint, and it's day one. So it's a new Capcom game. It's all colorful with the hands coming out the ground and stuff. That game. I was like, okay, interesting. Capcom, everybody seems to like Capcom. Capcom's hitting on all cylinders, so they can do no wrong, I guess. So yeah, this is a Game Pass joint. And even though it is multi-platform, or at least I would assume it is, the fact that it's on Game Pass and it's not on PS Plus or whatever, it might as well be exclusive. Because it's like, you know, it's like, here's some free stuff, or here you gotta pay on this line, but if you're on this line, you don't have to pay as much, or really not at all. Anyway, after that was Forza Motorsport. I appreciate what they do with Forza, but I mean, I'll try it out. Come on, let's be real. I'll try it out, but I'm not 100 on Forza Motorsport anymore. It really is all about Horizon for me. It's fun, arcadey racers, it's fun. But I'll try it out, I'll see what the hubbub is about, and we'll see going on from there. Next, ESO, Necrom, another update, who cares, blah, blah. Overwatch 2, who cares, nobody cares about that either. Persona 5 Tactics, I mean, I guess some people care about it. It's like chibi characters, but it's a tactics game. Is it cool? Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna say I might play it. I probably won't play that. And that was the last one before Starfield. So overall, I've been listening to podcasts for the last couple of days, and I've heard no negative. The only negatives that I've heard is, oh, there's no combat, and there's no combat in Hellblade, or idiot people who don't realize that Fable was actually gameplay. Oh, it's all cinematic, there's no gameplay. Like, shut up. I wish I could jump through and smack you because you're dumb. But a lot of people are giving Microsoft their flowers at last. And it's not like, oh, they didn't deserve it before or whatever. You put in the work, you get your stuff all shiny and soupity-doopity, boom. The fruits come hither. And it's the perfect timing because Sony has run out of gas. If y'all didn't notice, nobody's talking about that PlayStation showcase, except for how whack it was, and hot trash garbage and games of service and everything, and foam stars. Nobody's talking about any games from that showcase. Only Spider-Man 2, which is like, whatever, that's a known quantity. It's like, okay, I hope for your sakes, ponies and donkey unicorns, that Spider-Man 2 is the best game ever created, because they have really stiff competition. I'm just saying. Wait, doesn't that come out like the same day as Forza now? October 10th or something? Oh, whatever. They're 2 separate games, so it doesn't matter. They're not really competing against each other. But I got Starfield in my brain, and I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about it on this video. I'm gonna talk about it on the next video. But yeah, okay. So I'm listening to all these different podcasts, and they go through the show. You know, oh, this, that, and the third. It started off strong. It was pretty good in the middle, and then they just had a bunch of, oh yeah, and yes, and yeah at the ends and stuff. So Maybe one or two games were like, whatever. I mean, I just kind of went through a couple of them that I didn't care about. But if you think about like the structure of that show, the content of the show, everything was perfect. It was one of their strongest, best shows in history that I can remember. I don't remember a show that was better than this. And after the show, they released some stats about their numbers as far as how many people are playing, and what did they say? 10 out of the past 5 years. This is Microsoft. Sir Bandit and Phil Spencer said this. Of the past 5 years, they released 10 games that had more than 10 million players each on each title. So that's 100 million players in 10 years playing Xbox games. And Sony, all they do is tell you how many units they've sold. That's all they do. While that's good and that's cool, yeah, you sold a couple of units or a good number of units. Where the real money is the continued player. That's this whole games and service thing is. You look at Microsoft's portfolio, they already have a gang of games and service games. They got Sea of Thieves, they have Minecraft, they have, I guess you could say Forza Horizon. It is, you buy DLC and car packs and stuff. What else does Flight Simulator? They have DLCs. I think you can buy planes in that too. I'm not actually sure about that. But I mean, Halo Infinite, I guess, counts too. But so Microsoft, the only metric that Sony and the fanboys and the ponies and the Donkey Unicorns have against Microsoft is console unit sales. Like, if you look at everything else, I just read an article like 2 seconds ago talking about this game that's being discounted, I think at GameStop or something, for $6.99, a first-party PlayStation exclusive, discounted to $6.99. If you want to buy it on the stores, it's $20. It's $19.99. Know what game they talking about? Destruction All-Stars. Nobody wants that game. Nobody's playing that game. Big F and L. It's a big failure lose for them. And I'm gonna be real. I don't think that game was horrible or anything. It's just that Sony has like a curse when it comes to these type of games. They can't get it right. And now they're looking to Bungie, please help us. I don't know if they're the right people to look at. You gotta look at Sea of Thieves. Even though I don't play it anymore. Maybe this freaking Monkey Island, I think it's 3 Tall Tales, will kind of get me back into just to play that. Because that's all I want to play. I just want to play a PvE. And that's it. It's a little story thing and keep it moving, you know? But, I don't know. It's nothing that's crazy. Because I've never been like a Monkey Island fan. I said this in the last video. I've not been. But overall, this showcase was so good. Even the indie games were good. It was like, yo, look at this 33 Immortals. Like, holy smash. You know? And I keep hearing people saying, like, the same reaction that a lot of peers had. 33 what? That's what you want. That's what you want your customers to say. That's what you want your viewers to say. That's the reaction you want. Like, what? They say 33? What? How? What? I want to see it. Automatically, people want to play it because it's curiosity. I never played a 33-player co-op game before. I know Mag tried to do that. A lot of these games are capable of doing it. I mean, Battlefield had, what, 64-player? Or 64 v 64 or something like that? Or 32 v 32? Add one player, take off the other team, put some bosses in there, let's go. You got 33 Immortals. I don't know why people haven't done it before. That's the thing. It's been possible for years. I think it comes down to the industry is pretty scared of doing big moves like that. So a little indie game like 33 Immortals will be the ones to blaze the trails, if you will. And this game will probably be super duper successful. And then maybe it'll prompt a bigger studio with a bigger budget to make a bigger 33 Immortals like. Just saying. I know it's not a new genre, but the amount of players I think makes it special. So maybe it will be a 33 Immortals like. That's too many syllables. Immortals, just call it an Immortals like. 33 I like, whatever. But yeah, that was a really, really good showcase. And it's funny how the tides have changed with just one positive show. And Microsoft knows these things. They know that all we need is a real good show. Then we can get on the winning side of all of this. But when it comes down to it, it's about what Phil Spencer says, about the games they deliver, not about the show that they put on. So as long as they can back up everything they showed, there ain't no problems. And I think Microsoft is more inclined to be upfront and honest about what they're showing. Not like, you look at this PlayStation showcase, bunch of CG trailers. Like, what am I looking at? Although Marathon looked pretty, that's not the game. You show me some pretty with the mask and the colors. I'm like, wow, that's kind of cool. That's like if Mirror's Edge had relations with Destiny, and it looked more like Mirror's Edge. And that's the baby. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, and it's everything about like the games that they showed on the PlayStation showcase was like, okay, that looked cool, but I don't want to play a game like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to play an extraction shooter. Those are hot garbage trash. Don't want to play that. I mean, they're not, but I'm just saying, I don't want to play it. Me, myself, and I. I would rather play Starfield for the next 10 years, which is probably what's going to happen because, okay, I can't talk about Starfield. I'm sorry. I want to talk about it. No, I can't. I'm going to save it for tomorrow because I want to watch the Starfield Direct again. And I didn't watch the after show of the Xbox showcase after whatever it's called. It was on Tuesday or something. I don't remember. I didn't watch that either, so I gotta watch that, and I'll do another thing tomorrow for y'all. But yeah, man, like I said, the jump off was Fable, and it's like it's over. They already won. They already won it with your boy Richard Idiot, whatever his name is. I totally forgot his name in the first video, but yeah, it's so good. It's like, we have a problem. It's so good. But anyway, let me know in the comments below. What was your favorite part of this, excluding Starfield, of course? What was your favorite part of the Microsoft showcase? And what game are you most hyped for? I know some of you already kind of sounded off in the comments, and I appreciate it. But like giving it a couple of days, looking at the footage some more, are you changing your mind? Are you feeling more hyped or something? Or it's like this, it feels like this year is been the best year for games forever. This has been the best game for years. This has been the best game for years. This has been the best year for games. And it's like, Sony didn't really release the super big bangers. Everybody else in the industry is pulling up their bootstraps and taking control and making this industry strong. And last thing that I know Phil Spencer said, he touched on, is about keeping the industry strong or building the industry. And he had an interview with Jeff Grubb, Giant Bomb. They do that every year. And he commented on that. He said, I don't want to outsell or destroy the competition and put them out of business. I'm just paraphrasing, but he said something like that. That's not what we want at Xbox. That's not what I want to do. I want to make sure that the industry is healthy. I want to grow the industry. And I've been saying this for years. Now, Microsoft, with Phil Spencer specifically, that's what his MO is. It's about the industry and not about the competition. The competition is going to be there regardless of the industry. But in order to keep the industry strong, the industry going, you have to pay attention to what you do as a business, to your customers, and you have to treat the industry with respect. Treat your customers with respect. Sony's not doing that right now. Sony is not even on that page, and they are so far gone. I would have never thought that this would happen to Sony. Sony was on the track to being number one forever. They could have been like, boosh, we got this. We already know what to do, we got it. But no. They got Jim Ryan up in there. Jim Ryan's all about that money, all about the greed, all about let's do whatever we need to do to make that money, boy. And they throw everything else out the window. I know I said this is a broken record, but dude, it's so apparent now. You saw it with your own eyes. That's why all these fanboys are so sad and mad. And Walking Simulator. They're so sad and mad because they see it happening. I told them, I said, yo, Jim Ryan don't care about y'all. Jim Ryan don't care about games. All he cares about money. This is gonna be interesting. Guess what's happening? Jim Ryan is destroying the PlayStation that you love, turning it into something that you hate. Guess you're gonna be a PC player. I don't know. That's what's up. But yeah. It still remains interesting. It's getting better and better. All these new games coming out. Oh, it's like Gamer Christmas. Anyway, I appreciate y'all hanging out. I'm bambling now. Tomorrow will be the Starfield video. So look out for that. And yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Preach. Tilt away.